Hours, the green flag will wave for the first on-track action in downtown St. Pete. My co-anchor this morning, Jameson Euler, live out where all the action is going to be. Quite start out there right now. Jameson, I was down there yesterday. Very loud. The Porsches were doing the track. I guess a little practice run.
Yeah, and Caitlin, this morning the fastest things out here on the track this morning are the street sweepers as they go by. I'll tell you what, yesterday we had a really big announcement that came down late yesterday. And it had St. Pete celebrating even more this weekend. They announced a 3-year extension to this race here in St. Petersburg with Firestone as the main sponsor. Big news there. This weekend, of course, one of the largest events each year, not only for the city of St. Pete, but for the whole Tampa Bay region, really, when you look at it, just to show you how big this event is. There are only 17 races at 15 different cities this year, and the Sunshine City starts it all off. And Visit St. Pete Clearwater expects more than 200,000 people to fill the stands out here this weekend, bringing in more than $65 million to the area. You know, we heard from St. Pete Mayor Ken Welch just the other day about what this means for the city.
For St. Petersburg, the impact of the Grand Prix stretches far beyond the race weekend. Over the years, this event has provided a major boost to our local economy and also supports local organizations that serve our community and connects young students to science and technology in the most exciting way possible.
And obviously we saw the Hurricanes this year give some trouble to the city of St. Pete, you know, the rowdy stadium and obviously the Trop, but the Hurricanes, Welch believes this year's race doesn't matter. It's not setting anything off because this weekend will set several records, including those for attendance and economic impact. The mayor believes the race is really a great advertisement too for the city and its resiliency. If you ever watched it on TV, it makes you want to move here, right? And despite damage over here to Albert Woodard Airport, Al Lang Stadium, and some of the work at the yacht club they had to do, the city says everyone should have the green flag this weekend. No issues out here. The race is not the first event the area has hosted since Milton. They actually, back in December, you might remember, had the St. Pete Seafood and Music Festival out here behind me at Albert Woodard Park. Now, this weekend, by the way, centered around the NTT IndyCar Series, but there are 4 other racing series out here this weekend. A little something for everybody. They have some, the developmental series, the USF 2000 Championship Series, that's the lowest tier, followed by the USF 2000 Pro Championship, USF not University of South Florida, by the way. And then comes the Indy Next, which is right below the IndyCar Series. There is also the Mazda MX-5 Cup, which are not open wheel race cars like Indy, but this is a signature spec series they have. And racers from across the globe are going to be here in the Sunshine City for this race, with some as far as New Zealand, but there are quite a few Floridians and some Bay Area residents this weekend. Nikita Johnson was born in St. Pete, while Nolan Allier is a Fishhawk Ranch native. Both are racing in the second-tier Indy NXT Series this weekend. As for the top series, Kyle Kirkwood is from the other coast. He's from Jupiter, while former Indy 500 winner and IndyCar champion Ryan Hunter-Reay lives in Fort Lauderdale, and Mazda MX-5 driver Noah Harmon is from the Orlando area. So in just a little bit, we're going to break down here. I'm going to head out to the track and maybe even get into one of those Indy cars out there.
James, what do you have?
Talk to one of the racers who's getting ready for his qualifier.
I didn't
Go ahead.
even look
I remember
before
last
you
year.
left. Did you wear your skinny
in.
jeans?
Yeah. I wore jeans with stretch in them this year. I learned when I tried to get into that car. Boy, it was hard. I had to ball myself up. I tried to drop a few LBs before I hopped into the car this year, so we're going to see if that works. We're going to find out. We're going to see if I can squeeze in this year.
He sacrificed an Uncrustable this morning.
Oh, is that it?
The man loves a PB&J. That is hilarious, because last year it's a tight fit. You don't realize. I don't think this guy could fit in it.
No.
James is tall.
Yeah.
James is very tall.
It's like a luge. It's like getting into the luge in the Olympics. It really is.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to try that. That's for sure.
I don't think so either. You're going to be like pint sized to fit in there.
Yeah, exactly.
But that's awesome. It's going to be a perfect weekend for it. The weather couldn't be better, I don't think.
Yeah, all 3 days.
Yeah.
Absolutely fantastic. Starting off